air conditioning on this 2007 E250 Super Duty. So we're working on this guy here, and as you're gonna see, there are many options. Now, I discussed oil and oil balancing on vehicles before, and this is one of the biggest problems in our industry, is getting good information on how to oil balance, how much oil is required. And unfortunately, what I've discovered in many countries and parts around in this state itself, in this country, and not only in other countries, when vehicles are in front-end collisions, there are shops who do not replace all the stickers that are needed on the vehicle. And so when the vehicle goes to a third-party private repair place, they have no information to go by. Sometimes not even their emission stickers. And that's a big problem. But I won't get into that because I have a pet peeve about that, and it's something my father told me years ago. When you go to resell your vehicle, a vehicle that is missing all the stickers is an automatic red flag to start searching underneath and behind panels, because most likely it was in a collision, and that's going to make the value of the vehicle go down immediately. All right, so take a look at this. We have a diesel and a diesel. We have one with rear air conditioning, one which just front. You see the difference in the charge on the refrigerant. Look at the difference in oil. On this diesel with the air conditioning, it's 7 ounces of oil. With the rear air conditioning, this one is 16 ounces of oil. Now we have gasoline and gasoline. Look at the difference. On this gasoline vehicle that only has front air conditioning, it's 1.88 pounds. It's 850 grams, 8 ounces of oil. But take a look at the oil on this one. For the gasoline version that has rear air conditioning or rear evaporator, it takes 16 ounces of oil. That is a god-awful lot of refrigerant oil in the system for an automobile. And that is an unusually high amount of oil. I mean, those are the kind of oil fill charges I haven't seen since the 50s and 60s on vehicles that had rear air conditioning. With using R22 at that, and a viscosity of 1,000. Did you know they had a 1,000 viscosity mineral oil at one time? All right, so this is a very unusual high amount of oil, and I really feel sorry for a guy who is doing a system like this, and he doesn't have this label, and he's just trying to guess how much refrigerant oil goes back in the system. Because if he's using a rule of thumb and his past knowledge, he would probably be thinking somewhere about 8 or 10 ounces on a dual air conditioning system, but it actually needs 16, and it will work really good at first, but later up the compressor will burn out later on. When you don't get the oil right, it's really bad. Now just think, if he looked on Google for this vehicle, and the first vehicle he pulls up says it takes 16 ounces of oil, but he didn't look in the fine print, or somebody didn't put down that it was one with rear air conditioning. But he had this vehicle over here. He had the diesel with front only, but when he looked up this year, make, model, it didn't tell him the difference. It only gave an amount that somebody posts, and he put 16 ounces of oil in this vehicle over there. You're going to have poor air conditioning performance, and depending on the compressor that is used, possibly front shaft seal blowout. That's on that. Another thing we're going to go over is this company right here, CYTK. So let's go over there. Let's see if they could find, if we were missing this sticker, we're going to see if we could find the oil charge amount. Let's scan a VIN. We're going to scan the VIN. So you see my camera came up. Let's that VIN's too much reflection. So let's go to the VIN number right here. There we go. Now I'm doing this on my pad instead of my phone, so it still should be able to do it. Now focus. There we go. Now, they don't scan the barcode. I was told, I was online with tech support, and they said they actually do the VIN. the actual numeric numbers. Do you see the numbers there? Okay, now I'm going to take a shot of this. There we go. Now I'll say use photo.
Sending image.
Sending image, it says. You can see it doing its little thing. It's a little slow because I'm not in the best reception area, and I'm linking up to my phone as my source of Wi-Fi. You can see the little link mark. This is an iPad. Come on. And it's taking a little while. So I tell you what, I'm going to cut this video short, and we're going to come back to this after it's finished loading and coming up, because my cell phone reception is too poor right here to get instant. Oh, there we go. So let's see if I could get you without any glare. And of course I can't get you without any glare. Thank you, Apple. Can Apple produce a iPad with no glare? That would be nice. Let's see if I can do this inside the truck. That's a little bit better. All right. So I want to put in, let's say, refrigerant oil. Okay, so we got refrigerant oil, and that would be under specifications. So we're under specifications. So let's search. Thank God it's a little bit faster there. Now, air conditioning refrigerant oil in condenser.
Go ahead.
And condenser, and you see all the different options that they give down here. And I'm trying to find air conditioning refrigerant oil fluid type. NA type. Without rear air conditioning. Air conditioning refrigerant dual zone. NA. Okay, that's not coming up too good here. Air conditioning compressor capacity without rear. Let's say dual zone. Okay, well, we're on a one without rear air. So let's go to this and see what it says. Type, it doesn't give us the type, but it does give us, it's 46. Oh, it does say PEG. Why does it say NA? Air conditioning refrigerant oil fluid type.
23. Can you send me a photo
okay.
to my work phone?
All right.
Email.
Let me kill this. No, I'm not going to touch the radio. All right, give me the amount. You gave me the type, but it's not giving me the amount. Okay, so you're watching this live with me, and we are not finding an amount. Air conditioning system capacity without rear air conditioning. Without rear, okay, let's go to this other one. Okay, now we got one here going. Air conditioning with rear air conditioning. There are two options for the, okay, so they give you American standard and metric, and we're going 8 fluid ounces. So now 8 fluid ounces, I think, was for the gasoline engine, and 7 fluid ounces was for, God dang it, I'm stuck here, was for the diesel. So we're working on a gasoline engine, and there's the gasoline engine, and it's 8 fluid ounces, and the diesel was 7. So we were able to find that in here, but the one thing I see it not differentiating is whether this was diesel. I might be missing something, but I think that's an important documentation wording that should be in here, and it's missing. Now this is a new program, they're developing it, so you know they're going to go through some growing pains and leave some stuff out, but I shouldn't have to search for it. So in the wording down here, it should say diesel as an option, and then on the other one it should say gasoline vehicle, but nowhere in here is it saying diesel or gasoline, which needs to be changed because it's important. All right, I'm gonna go over this a little bit more off screen because I want to compare it, and I might take some snapshots of this video and send it to the manufacturer, the producers of the software, so they can update this. I've started doing this. I can't do it all the time because I don't have time to do it on every vehicle, but I'll do it every now and then. All right, guys, I'll see you next video.